The husband found a QR code on his wife's body. Curious, he scanned it with his phone. A video popped up, showing her so-called custom English lesson package, but it looked more like some shady service. The mention of a tea called Pre-Rain Longjing caught his attention. How could an ordinary school make so much money in just half a year? He began to suspect his wife had betrayed him, and decided to go to the school himself. The next day he sneaked in. Most of the people there were middle-aged men. Two of them were flirting with his wife, saying they had queued for a long time just for her. She shyly told them tonight's slots were fully booked. The husband was baffled. Why did she act this way in private? Then he overheard the men's talk. They didn't sound like they were there to study English, but rather to drink this so-called Pre-Rain Longjing tea. Seeing their satisfied looks, and remembering his wife was also promoting the tea in her private group, he felt there must be a hidden meaning. To find out the truth, he entered the office area, and ran right into his wife. Luckily he wore a mask, so she didn't recognize him. She asked the admissions teacher to entertain him instead. Watching him leave, she revealed a subtle expression. In the teaching area, he heard students reading English. Everything looked like a normal training school. He wondered if he had wrongly suspected her, but then he saw several women in stockings rushing to another hallway. From there came strange noises. He guessed the real secret lay in those rooms. Just as he was about to enter, his wife stopped him. He thought she had recognized him, but she only told the teacher to let him sit in a trial class. The teacher guided him into the hall. Again he heard odd sounds. Curious, he wanted to check, but the teacher called him back. Inside the classroom it was only a normal English lesson. The teacher even handed him a tablet, asking what he wanted to drink. He asked for Pre-Rain Longjing, but was told there was none. He didn't think much more, and finished the trial class in confusion. At the end, he asked about a few classrooms at the corner, but was told they were for members only. That night he couldn't sleep. Something about the school felt wrong. The next day he returned, and caught his wife behaving intimately with another man. He realized something was definitely off. Pretending to enroll, he approached the same admissions teacher, and accidentally learned the school also held night classes. He asked why there were students that late. She replied, wasn't it natural for people to study English anytime? Then she showed him the so-called honor wall, saying all the teachers were top level, and told him to pick one. He was about to pick his wife, but another teacher interrupted, saying someone had ordered Pre-Rain Longjing, and she needed to go serve them. At that moment he realized he had asked at the wrong time the first day, so he quickly requested a cup of Pre-Rain Longjing himself. This time the teacher didn't refuse. She told him to wait right there. Just as he thought he had finally figured out the rules, he saw his wife heading toward a private classroom. He rushed over, but was stopped by security at the door. He shouted he was her husband, but the guards didn't believe him. They asked the wife if she knew him, and she coldly said no. The guards dragged him out of the school. He couldn't believe it. 6 months of recovery and now his wife had become like this. But thinking of her usually conservative nature, he suspected she was being forced. To save her, he limped back into the school, grabbed the admissions teacher's hand, and demanded to know if they had coerced her. She denied everything and threatened to call the police, but he wasn't afraid, saying he wanted to see who the police would arrest first. Then he pushed her hand away, and strode quickly toward his wife's classroom.